Thankfully, no. Thankfully, that officer was not hurt, but police are still on the scene here in addition to crime scene technicians. Take a look behind me here. They're gathering any evidence from around that vacant house where this happened in the backyard. The vacant house is located on Webb Street here near Otsego, and this fatal shooting will now be investigated by a joint task force that includes Michigan State Police, Detroit Police, and federal agents.
That the suspect tried or at least got his hands on the officer's weapon. There may have been a brief struggle. At that point, one shot was fired.
It all began around 1:20 Monday afternoon on the city's west side. That's when two officers spotted this green Pontiac Bonneville speeding on Broad Street near Elmhurst. The officers then turned on their flashing lights to try to pull the driver over, but the man behind the wheel hit the gas.
In a short distance, the suspect struck a utility pole, and by a lone suspect, he exited the vehicle and began to flee on foot.
One Detroit police officer chased the man for about a quarter of a mile. The man, who was trying to outrun police, ran into the backyard of a vacant house on Webb near Otsego. The officer gave commands for him to get on the ground, but he refused.
As the officers was giving the suspect direction to get down so he could prepare to handcuff the suspect lunged in the direction of the officer, and what we believe is that he attempted to secure the officer's weapon. There was a brief struggle. One shot was fired, striking the suspect in what appears to be his lower torso area.
Thankfully, the officer was not injured, but the fleeing suspect did die from that single gunshot wound. We're told he did not have identification on him, and the green Pontiac he was driving had not been reported stolen.
And we're trying to make contact with the registered owner, who is not the same as the suspect who fled from police officers.
And I'm told investigators have made contact with the registered owner of the vehicle, and that person has no idea who could have been driving the car because they haven't had the car in some time, it seems. Police are looking into the possibility that the vehicle was sold and the change was not registered at the Secretary of State. Reporting live on Detroit's west side, Kimberly Craig, 7 Action News. Back to you.
All right.